Hi, and welcome to another installment of Math Basics, Mr. Besh. Today we're going to talk about the cylinder. Cylinder is a shape composed of three parts: a circle on the top, which is congruent to a circle on the bottom, and a body in between that encompasses the rest of the figure. The two key players in the cylinder are the radius of the circular base and the height of the cylinder itself, and that's the distance from circle to circle. The applications associated with a cylinder are: first, volume. You calculate the volume of a cylinder by taking the area of the base shape. The base shape will always be a circle, and then what you do is you take that area of the circle and you multiply it by the height of the cylinder. Once again, the height of the cylinder is the distance from circle to circle. In this example, the radius of the circle was 4. So now, why this is important is the area of a circle was found by taking pi r squared. Simplified, that means pi times the radius times the radius. Well, if the radius in this example was 4, then pi times 4 gives us 50.24. We then take that area of the circle and then multiply it by the distance from circle to circle, which is 7, and my volume comes out to be 351.68 centimeters cubed. The other application we do with the cylinder is the surface area. The surface area is the area of all of the pieces of the cylinder. Now remember what I said, there are three pieces. There's a circle on the top, which is congruent to the circle on the bottom, and then you have the body in between. Now the body in between can be seen as a rectangle, especially if you would cut it from top to bottom and stretch it out. The math formulas for each of these, as we've calculated the area of the circle already, which came out to be 50.24, but remember, this has to be doubled because you got the circle on the top and on the bottom. The rectangular region around this, the body part of the cylinder, is found by taking 2 times pi times the radius times the height. I'll elaborate this a little bit further. But now, to do that, 2 times pi times 4 times 7 gives us 175.84. Now, to find the surface area, I just got to combine all three regions, and when I combine all three of these regions, I get 276.32 centimeters squared. Now, a closer look at this 2 pi r h, just so it makes a little bit more sense. We already learned in our 2D geometry unit that the circumference of a circle is pi times the diameter. The circumference of a circle is the distance around it. Now look, some of you already recognized in the 2 pi r h part of the formula, 2 pi r is the same thing as pi times the diameter, because the diameter is 2 times the radius. And yeah, take a look. If I were to cut this cylinder up and down here and fold this thing out into a rectangle, the region that is yellow around here is the exact same measurement as the region from here to here, which we already know you find the area of a rectangle by taking its length times its width. So the circumference around the circular base is the same as the length of the rectangular piece. And last but not least, from top to bottom, the distance from circle to circle is the same measurement as the width of my rectangle. So in generalities here, the length of the rectangle is the same as the circumference of the circle. And this is why this works the way it works. I hope you find this both helpful and informative.